Alright, so this first one is about my boo. She's cool, she's great. She's great. That's my homie. We're in like a really good place right now, which is dope. But she just challenged me to like rethink a lot of my categories, as I think all love should in some way, right? Like what is love, hopefully, if not like a transgressive force, right? That forces us to reconsider some of the categories we hold most dear, right? So when I was in college, I would meet people and they'd go, oh, hi, I'm Josh, I'm a poet, I know you see me shining out here, you know what I'm saying? So what's your number? And that was it, because that's how I used to do. The game was smooth like that. And this is before YouTube was really prominent like that, so it could have been different, because sometimes I just get played like that, because that's not really a hot thing to say to a stranger. But in any case, with Eve, she's really challenged me to just think about what it means to not treat life the way I treat this, right? That I can come up here and be honest and vulnerable on stage, but that doesn't mean that everything is a performance, right? So, and I don't always have to be the star. And I think that's really hard for people that make a living through performance. A lot of my friends that are actors or singers or poets, we get so used to thinking that everything's supposed to be like this. Everything's supposed to be sort of one way and not a conversation, which is why it's so important to me to always have Q&As and things like this, because it's not just me like dropping knowledge on y'all and then like I'm out. I hit my name. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not, and it's not pure performance either. Like this for me is supposed to be a sharing. So this next poem is called Something, and it's about my relationship with one of my best friends in the world, the managing editor of the journal we started together, and just a brilliant artist activist that loves young people, that believes that young people's ideas are valuable, and believes that we need to listen to young folk who are going to make anything better of the world we live in, right? So this is for her. During the 4.5-hour bus ride to your crimson apartment, I try and fail for the 5th time to write a love poem about us that sticks. One that does justice to the world we've woven here, the bridge, sturdy as conviction, that connects these two impossible hearts. The story would have to start in Boston. How we met at a cocktail party, and within minutes, you tried to shake me down for my only cupcake. So when I said no, like a stone cold G, you didn't walk away. Instead, you unsheathed your poker face like a scimitar, and we lost ourselves in talk of Jamaica Kincaid and our undergraduate English majors for the next hour and a half, watching as the event faded into dusk. When you handed me your business card, I took it as a subtle sign that we would be platonic forever. So, and this really happened, I spent the next week conjuring up excuses to write you, eventually settling for an email where I called myself the bearded poet dude that studies animals on the off chance it would make you laugh. That you would remember my face and wish someone would invent teleportation already. Your reply was generous. It made me feel silly and victorious all at once, missed the way fossils miss the bodies from which they were flung. Once we started arguing about Captain Planet, I knew that something had gone terribly wrong. No one could possibly get me this way, curling my mask into memory, shouting that this bond right here is a refuge for those days when your lonely tries to get the best of you, Joshua. You are someone I invented over and over in my head. One day, I simply settled for the fact that you did not exist. When a woman kicks game like that, how do you resist? How do you say anything except, stand here next to me? Your open palm is the password to my chest. You speak, and my entire body shifts genre. I'm 1,000 folk songs now. I'm an entire coastline bellowing from the depths of Woody Guthrie's guitar. Weekends where the trip from New York to New England compels me to dream that all the other people on the boat bus are our old friends, cheering for us, excited to hear about the whole trip on the way back. This is magic. But it is grown folks' magic. The kind you have to earn with 2 a.m. arguments over ex-lovers, staying up until the horizon changes its clothes because neither of us can sleep with all that anger still clinging to our bodies. I do not know how to write that poem. I've made a career out of painful romance. Epic love so big, you can't even see the other side of it. So how do I say that I feel closest to you when we buy groceries together? When we watch Netflix for hours, or do homework at the kitchen table you got from Goodwill, the one I saw out of the corner of my eye and said, we could build an entire home around that thing. I am fully aware that there are times where I am too much of a high tide, where my jealous heart, built from years of proving that I was worthy of unworthy people's attention, threatens to split us like a chain. But look at what we have made, this spectacular love, an ecosystem where every microorganism chants your name, choirs of plankton singing Eve over and over as if they were trying to summon the night. So perhaps the words I've been looking for were here all along. After all, every day with you is a love story worth telling. You make me feel legendary all the time.